Okay, so I'm making this video to explain to you guys how the gym changed my life. Now, obviously you know that because that's what the title is, but I don't mean when I say that it changed my life that getting bigger made me more confident and less self-conscious and whatnot, because it did. You know, that's always benefits. But what I really mean is, how did it change my ideology of who I wanted to become as a man? And I'll tell you this. I've been lifting for 6.5 years now. I started as a freshman in high school, taking weight training classes, to going to join my first gym, to now, you know, I lift at least 5 times a week, at least. And some may say, you know, that's too much, but you can blow me because I know what I'm doing. I've done years of research, and quite frankly, I feel like I'm pretty jacked. But that's not the point of this video. The point of this video is to explain how the gym actually changed my life. Growing up, I was skinny. I was athletic, but skinny. I was lazy. I spent way too much time playing video games. I just was simply the worst version of myself that I could have been growing up. And even after I started lifting, I still had that side of me that, you know, spent too much time indoors, too much time jacking off and doing shit that I didn't need to be doing. And about a year ago, this is probably 5.5 years into me training, I had this moment where I was like, why am I doing this? Why am I working out so much? Why do I eat the way I eat? What is the end goal here? And I'll tell you, man, when I first started, I thought, oh, maybe I'll be a bodybuilder. Maybe I'll be a fitness influencer. You know? But in reality, I think deep down I knew that's not what I wanted to do. It's just not. As cool as it would be, that's not who I am. It's not. So I had to answer this question for myself. Why am I doing this? Why am I putting in all of this effort? What do I get out of it? And I thought about this. I thought about this probably for days, with this constant, you know, question in my head. Why am I doing this? And finally, I came to this conclusion that it's not about getting as jacked as possible. It's not about showing my muscles off to men and women alike, you know? Because a lot of guys, you know, they want to get jacked so they can get more ladies and whatnot. And yeah, that's great. If that's why you want to do it, that's great, man. Do it for that. If you want to do it to impress the other guys at the gym and make them jealous of you, awesome. That's awesome. Do it. But that's not why I wanted to do it. And I knew that. I knew that, one, because I have a girlfriend. So I don't care what other girls think. 2, it's because who the fuck cares what other guys think of me? You know? I'm not homophobic, but I'm not gay. So why would I care what another guy thinks about me? And so that left me thinking, if I'm not doing it for attention, I'm not doing it for end results, why am I doing it? And that's where I came up with this. I'm doing it because by committing myself to something for so long, something that doesn't, you know, happen overnight. You're not going to wake up one morning and have gained 5 pounds of muscle. That's not how this works. I'm doing it because of the discipline, the consistency, the mindset building, the foundation that it builds for me to lead into all other aspects of life. One of my closest friends growing up, his father always told me, Logan, I think that you're going to be successful because I see how hard you work in the gym and you still put in so much time into school and so much time into soccer. And I can see that you have the determination to work past obstacles, to put the time in needed to reach a goal. And then when you reach that goal, you set another goal for yourself. And I always thought, oh yeah, that's cool. Like, I appreciate that. And it wasn't until I started asking myself why I'm doing this, where I finally understood what he's saying. And it's the fact that lifting weights and going to the gym for some people is just for attention. And that's okay. But lifting weights for so long and putting in all this effort is simply just about building a foundation for myself. Something that I can build off of. Because every day when I wake up and I look in the mirror and I see what I've built within my physique, I know the amount of time, the amount of effort, the blood and the sweat and the tears that have gone into what I'm looking at. That didn't happen overnight. That didn't come easily. Especially for somebody who started out so skinny and struggled for years to actually put on any weight and any real size and mass. It's not easy. It was never easy. The only so-called easy part for me was the beginning. Like it is for most people. When you just start lifting and you start to get the hang of it and then you start to blow up a little bit. But eventually you're gonna slow down. And when you slow down, it takes a lot more time. And that has taught me in life that anything of value doesn't come easily and it doesn't come quickly. Anything of value, you have to build, you have to work hard, you have to give it your all, and you have to have bad moments. There were so many times where I'd have these month or 2 month long periods of just feeling almost depressed with the plateaus that I was hitting and the lack of results that I was seeing. It was hard. It's not easy to get up day after day after day and continue to want to go do something when the results that it yields come in such a slow process. It's not easy. It's just not. And that's just the tip of the iceberg, because you have to factor in the dieting and the sleep, the recovery. You have to factor in so many different things if you really want to gain. And it's like that with anything in life. For example, professional athletes. You think if they went to practice 3 times a week, they'd be professional athletes? No, they wouldn't. They practice every single day. And it's not just the practice. They have to eat special foods. They have to make sure they're doing the right stretches to stay, flexible. And they have to do, specific things that are specific to their niche. Whether it's a football player, or a soccer player, or a golfer. It's all the same. It's not one simple step, one simple miracle drug that can get you to where you want to be. There's not one simple thing about it. It's a combination of complex things that have to form together. And ultimately, I would have never figured this out if it wasn't for the continuation of my gym journey. My journey through working out and lifting weights at the gym. And to some of y'all, this may not resonate. You may be thinking, I feel like the gym is just a hobby. And that's okay. If the gym is just a hobby to you, that's fine. But it doesn't mean what I'm saying isn't true. Because I can almost assure you that no matter what your niche is and what you are chasing, what I'm saying still resonates with a certain aspect of what you are doing. You know, whether you're going into finance, you think that if you learn how to fill out an accounting sheet that you've just mastered finances. That's one little section in the giant pizza of what accounting is and what finances is. Or if you're doing trading and you figure out how to read a stock chart, good for you, but that's not enough. You're not going to be successful with learning just how to read one little chart. That's not how it works. And that's the beauty of what I've learned in working out now for so long, is that to most people, this may just seem like some little pastime, some little hobby, but it's not. It's an addiction, and it's a, what's a good word to put it? It's almost like its own education. It teaches you things about life that you won't learn elsewhere. It teaches you how to be disciplined. It teaches you how to stay consistent. It teaches you how to harden your mindset. Things that are much harder to learn anywhere else, you can learn just by going to the gym and staying consistent with it and figuring out what it actually takes. And that's the beauty of it, man. That's the beauty of it. And that's how it's changed my life, is going from someone who was probably too lazy, who was too lazy, who spent too much time playing video games, who didn't care enough about myself and cared more about what other people thought of me. That's where my everything changed. And the best part about the gym, and I haven't mentioned this yet, but the number one best part about the gym that makes it better than any other sport and probably any other activity out there is you're not facing other people. There is no other person, other team that you're fighting against. The only person you are fighting against is yourself. And you have to learn how to overcome your own self. Because your mind will try to tell you, oh, I can't hit this PR. Oh, I don't want to go to the gym today. I'm tired. Oh, I don't want to eat this extra 500 calories and 50 grams of protein that I need to hit my macros. But if you learn how to overcome that stupid thoughts, those stupid thoughts in your head that are telling you not to do it, not to eat that food, don't go to the gym. You know, what are these people going to think about me? If you learn to overcome that and fight against that, you can do anything. Because the only obstacle that matters in life is yourself. I promise you, these successful people in life, they learned how to overcome their own mind. All of the little voices in their head telling them that they can't do something or that they should worry about what people are going to think. As soon as they were able to push those aside and actually lock in, that's when they saw success. And that's what I've learned from these years of working out. Is the number one obstacle in life is not, you know, some other person doing the same business as me. It's not, what are my parents gonna think about what I'm doing? Or what are my girlfriend's parents gonna think of me because I'm chasing this? None of that matters. The only thing that matters is what I think and how I feel. If I feel I've done enough, if I feel like I've slacked off, if I feel like I haven't put in enough effort, if I feel like I could have done something better. And every day in the gym I see that. If I have a set where I feel like I could have gone harder, I'm mad at myself. There's nobody else there to tell me, hey, you didn't go hard enough. I have to tell myself that. If I know I could have gotten another rep or two, nobody else can feel that within me. Only I know that. And it's the same with every other aspect. If I feel like I haven't put enough work in a day, if I feel like I haven't posted enough reels, if I feel like I haven't convicted myself enough in a reel or in a YouTube video, nobody else can tell me that. They may have an opinion, but nobody else can truly sit there and be like, you didn't go 100%. Because the only person who knows what your true 100% is you. So I'm going to end it there. But I want you to listen to this video and really, really listen to everything that I've said. And if you need to watch it again, do it. Because everything I've said in here isn't just subjective to me. It's the same for everybody if you let it be. If you choose to take the information that I've shared in this video and actually, digest it and apply it to the situations you're in, I guarantee you're gonna find the same result I found. I guarantee it. So take that as you will. I hope this comes out well. And I'll see you in the next one.